Hi, my name is Sarah Anderson, and I attended a film screening of Catching the Sun, followed by a discussion panel, which counted for my 3 hours of due effort. Here are a few photos of the screening, as well as the discussion after. There's a photo of the filmmaker talking about the film, and then on the bottom right is a photo of me at the screening. So, Catching the Sun tells the stories of workers and entrepreneurs in the US and China who are racing to lead the clean energy future. The film follows a solar job training program in the US, as well as a Chinese businessman who is benefiting from support from his government. So basically, this is about the economic benefit that can come from the renewable energy. So let's get into some background and energy context. Solar cells have been available since the mid-1950s when AT&T Labs developed the first solar cells. They were 6% efficient silicone cells. In 1958, the Vanguard 1 was launched into space. It was the first orbiting vehicle to be powered by solar energy. The energy crisis of the 1970s made countries aware of how dependent they were on controlled energy sources, and this fueled the exploration of alternative energy sources. So the film talks a little bit about this 1970s era when the government really realizes that they were too dependent on outside sources of energy. The film talked a lot about how solar energy can do way more than help the environment. It can also provide energy independence. The oil embargoes and the Iranian Revolution would not have had such a large effect on the US if we were energy independent, and solar energy can provide that independence. The Iranian Revolution caused supply cuts, higher prices, and threats to our economic stability, which were kind of really scary at that time. So, solar energy is a renewable resource, meaning it will not deplete. Solar also has no emission of greenhouse gases, which are very harmful to the environment, as we have learned in this class. A huge barrier to the investment in solar for both business and homeowners is the upfront investment, which includes installation and purchase of the panels. However, solar prices have decreased in price since 1998 by about 6 to 7% per year, and also a lot of states and governments will subsidize the investment into renewable energy, which can make a big cut to the price for homeowners. Solar energy also has huge advantages. In certain areas, 60 to 70% of water used domestically for temperatures as high as 60 degrees Celsius can be made available by solar heating. Solar energy is converted into electricity by converting large beams of sunlight into small beams, then using mirrors to concentrate that power. There are no emissions of greenhouse gases or other pollutants from the use of solar energy. And also, this is awesome, solar panels are basically maintenance free. The batteries require no charging or regular maintenance. In the lifespan of a solar system, which is about 20 years, the average New Yorker could save about $31,000, the average Floridian could save about $33,000, and the average Texan could save about $20,000. So, across the country, no matter where you live, you can gain so much from solar energy. The total solar energy that is absorbed by the Earth is 8,000 times the total energy of consumption of the entire world. So let's look at the numbers, both from the film and from my individual research. So, the film, Catching the Sun, follows a lot on the economic potential of solar energy. There is great potential for employment when the industry is growing at rates as high as 50% per year. Countries like Germany are showing that renewable energy sources like solar do have the power to give energy to the majority of a large country. California is also taking steps towards this. Energy potential from solar sources outnumber potential from any other energy source. This diagram shows how much energy potential we would have if we recovered all of the reserves of each of these non-renewable energy sources. You can see that coal sits at about 900 terawatts of total energy potential, while solar has 23,000 terawatts per year. Another positive of solar energy involves employment. This chart shows the estimated jobs in the renewable energy industry in 2013. As you can see, the solar PV industry, as well as solar heating and cooling, count for over 3.5 million jobs out of a total of about 8 million in the renewable energy industry. Numbers like these help convince those who do not believe in climate change that solar energy can benefit so many. Here's another impressive chart on solar energy potential in the US. The sunshine that falls on Texas in 1 month contains more energy than all of the oil that has ever been pumped out of Texas. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I hope you enjoy learning about the great potential of solar energy as much as I did. Here are a few of the resources that I used for both my facts and my images.